Okay, so my bargain basement CO2 has just arrived. Let's have a look and see what I've got for my money. Hello and welcome, my name's Simon from Premium Quality Air Rifle Accessories in the UK. This is the first of a series of videos on how to buy guns cheaply, second hand, safely, and just to demonstrate what you can get for your money, how you can almost shoot for free and get some real bargains if you shop around and look for the accessories that are included with the pistols. You can buy pistols off Gunstar, Gun Trader, loads of different forums. You've got to apply some common sense, some safety, because when you're giving your money to strangers, there's as many genuine people as there are crooks, or as many crooks as there are genuine people. So don't transfer money into people's banks if you've no evidence of where they live, who they are, or that they're genuine. Because anyone can post a photo on the internet and say they've got something and take your money. This one I purchased, I had a chat with a guy on the phone. I got him to send me a PayPal request for the money. Now, you're not supposed to buy pistols on PayPal, but it's a safe way to send money and make sure you're sending it to a genuine person. We agreed on a delivery service and a tracking service, and we got the tracking number, and I could track it all the way from the point where it went to the post office to me. I bought it on Friday, it came on Monday. Can't get better than that. The reason I picked this pistol was, well, one, I've wanted the Walther, Umarex Walther PPQ pistol for some time. I just think it's a great looking bit of kit, and I can't wait to have a really good shoot with it. I've got loads of CO2 pistols, so it's one for the collection. Fits somewhere between a CP88 and a CP99. It's a little bit different, and I like that. The price new for everything I got in the box, including the box, is around 210 quid, and I gave £87 of my money for it, delivered to my door. Obviously the advantage of buying second hand is if you can get pistols delivered to you if you're buying from a private seller, whereas you'd have to either have it RFD'd to a gun shop if you're buying from one gun shop to another. So yeah, that's, it makes it easier if you can get them posted to you. So for my £87, I got the Walther PPQ 177 air pistol. I got a tub of wonderful Magnum pointed pellets. Now, I imagine these pellets were probably the reason the previous owner wanted to sell the pistol, because they're pointy and they've got lines on the skirts. They don't all look identical, and I imagine he can't hit anything with those pellets, and I imagine he probably got quite frustrated by using those. So I'll say thank you to the Magnum accurate and deadly pointed pellets, because they may well have got me a bargain. Also included, I got one CO2 bulb. Alright, it's only worth 30p, but it's 30p that I don't have to spend. And I got an Umarex laser. It's a red laser dot. Mounts on the accessory rail, and they're about 15 quid to buy. They're absolutely rubbish, and I would not encourage anyone to purchase those at all. They don't hold zero. They're really hard to sight in. If you fit them properly on the accessory rail, you struggle to turn them on because the button at the back sits against the trigger guard, and yeah, they're genuinely just a complete waste of money. But I'm sure that'll go back on eBay, and I might get 7 or 8 quid for it, and that's 7 or 8 quid less I've paid for the pistol. I also got 2 magazines, one which is a 177 metal magazine that takes pellets, and a plastic magazine that takes BBs, both 8 shots. And then I think the star of the show for my £87 is I got a genuine pellet case included in the deal. These are about 50, 60, 70 quid on their own, so big savings to be made. I calculated the new cost to be around about 230 quid. The cost of the pistol new is between 130 and 150 on its own. So at £87 for the whole lot. If I bin all the other bits off on eBay, probably going to cost me about 50 quid for the pistol, and that's where the bargains are to be had. Absolutely love CO2 pistols. I love having a little plink in my garage. I like collecting them, having all the different ones, and it can be an expensive hobby, so you've got to shop around, find some bargains. Okay, a little bit of the spec on the, I'll give you the spec on the PPQ pistol, and then afterwards I'm going to do some shooting. I might do some groups with the wonderful pointy Magnum pellets, and then some groups with my favourite pellets, which are the H&N Excite Econ 2 pellets, which are only £3.99 a tin, but they put up some decent groups with CO2 pistols. Okay, so the Walther PPQ air pistol is a 177 pellet or 4.5 millimeter BB repeater. It's powered by one CO2 cylinder, which is the 12 gram size, and that hides in the plastic grip. You access that, trying to get it in the camera shot by lifting that up, and it pops up. You drop your CO2 bulb in there, and then you don't need a spanner or an Allen key. You just twist that, tighten it up, and then once it's, you hear the, as Giles calls it, the hiss of happiness, you click the grip shut, and that's it, you're good to go. And that one single CO2 gives you around 62 shots out of a bulb, which costs about 30p, so about half a pence a shot, which is really good going. There's an integrated accessory rail on the bottom underneath the muzzle, and you can add a flashlight or an air gun laser. Not one of those, they're crap. You want a decent one if you're going to add one. The Walther PPQ CO2 pistol has a manual side safety, which is on here, and it's a slide. So you slide it back, or you slide it forward to make it safe, and then forward again and up to make it live. Fairly easy to use. I imagine not many people are going to use that side safety, because when you're shooting CO2 pistols, you usually shoot a full bulb in one go. You tend not to leave the bulbs in because it can damage the seals, and in between shooting, more often than not, you're going to leave the muzzle open, so people can see that the pistol is safe, and you're practicing good gun safety. The sights on this, the one thing I do look for in CO2 pistols in general is that the sights are adjustable, just because it just makes it so much more fun when you can actually point at the thing you're aiming at. Doesn't make the pistol necessarily any more or any less accurate, but if you're having to aim 1 inch to the left and 1 inch up to hit the target, that takes the fun out of it for me. So this is not adjustable at the front, it's just a bladed front sight. At the back it's adjustable for windage, and it's got some nice orange dots on there to make it nice and easy to see. It's adjustable for windage by the screws. You can loosen that off, slide it, and lock it up. And yeah, decent, fairly well made bit of kit. It feels substantial, and it feels like it's made to last. It's a polymer synthetic frame with a metal internal parts, and it's got a 4-inch rifle barrel that it shares with other Umarex pistols. These magazines are the standard Umarex magazine, so you can build up a bit of a collection of them, as I have, just to kind of make sure that the fun doesn't stop every time you've shot 8 shots. This one also comes with the 8-shot BB plastic magazine. A lot less accurate with the BBs, but still good fun. The nice thing about the BBs is if you're really tight, which I am, you can reuse the ball bearings. So that's kind of it with the pistol. The way it works, obviously, I'm sure you're familiar with, but these just drop in. Once the CO2 is on board, you're ready to go. Now the trigger is a single action trigger, so you can't slide it back. I'll pull the slide back to cock the pistol like you can on the CP99. The trigger's quite heavy, but it's really predictable, so don't let that put you off. And I think this is capable of putting up some really good groups. The only thing worth saying is, because it's heavy, this makes this pistol not really suitable for the younger people, and probably sort of under 12s, not ideal. I know you're not going to leave them unsupervised, but it just makes the weight of the trigger pull will make it inaccurate for people who've got weak fingers. Let's put it that way. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to put some groups up. I'm going to try the super pointy pellets. I'm going to try the H&N Econ 2 pellets, and then I'll try with some H&N Sports, which are a bit dearer, and see if it makes any difference whatsoever. I suppose for reference I'll also put a group up with the BBs, but I haven't got high expectations for that. And yeah, that's it. With regards to laser sights, as I say, they are just, I don't know why people actually manufacture them. They don't do what they're supposed to do. They're really inaccurate. People can't hold them on site. So yeah, avoid that. We do sell one. Listen, I suppose it is product placement, but the kind of thing you want to be looking for if you're going to buy a laser sight for any CO2 pistol, something that's made of metal, that's solid, that has clicks rather than just an Allen key to adjust, and then, and maybe only then, is a laser any good on a CO2. But yeah, right, we'll go to some target shooting and let's see what happens. Okay, next up I'm going to do 8 shots with the 4.5mm steel BBs. Ignore the 35 yard on the target. I'm shooting at 5 meters in my workshop. Let's see how it groups. It's sometimes with the BBs you get a real surprise, so let's see. These are literally the first 8 that I've shot from this pistol. Okay, hopefully you can see that. So we've got 3 or 4 in the bull, and then these ones are grouped around it. Actually quite a good result, and I think that would probably indicate that the previous owner had used BBs, because it looks like it's zeroed for BB ball bearings. Okay, so pretty accurate, that I would say. There's again about a 2.5 inch spread over 8 shots. The one thing worth mentioning is the pistol is notably louder shooting BBs. Okay, we're going to try some of those awful pointy pellets next. Okay, now for the pellet testing, we're going to do 3 8-shot tests to test the grouping more than whether I hit the bull or not. The first 8 are going to be with the H&N Excite Econ 2 7.4 grain pellets, which I'm going to put 8 shots in there now. Okay, that's with the Econ2s. Right, I'm going to pause it now and we'll swap over. Okay, the next 8 are with the H&N Sport. These are an 8.1 8 grain. Again, a flat-headed pellet, slightly more expensive, in fact approximately twice the price of the Econ2s. Let's see if they're twice as accurate. Okay, so that's 8 shots with the H&Ns. Let's move on and try the magical Magnum super pointy pellets. Okay, next up is the Magnum accurate and deadly pointed pellets 177. No weight indicated on these. Let's see how they do. Interesting. Okay, we'll take a closer look in a second. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how many shots we get out of one full CO2 bulb. Okay, so we've done the pellet testing. Interesting. Did not get the results I was expecting, but we all like to be proved wrong every now and then. Okay, so first up, we've got the H&N XI Econ2s, my favourite pellets. They put up a 2-inch group, and it was a circular-ish group. I mean, obviously there's errors in my shooting, but not bad. I mean, ordinarily 2-inch group, unzeroed this pistol, by the way. Fairly pleased with that. The H&N Sport, which are not my favourite pellets, again put up a 2-inch group, although it seems to be more consistent in where it was putting the pellets. And thirdly, the Magnum accurate and deadly pointed pellets, which I'd written off as being absolutely shocking in every way. They just look terrible. They're a dark grey, oxidised colour. Well, who'd have thought it? They put up by far and away the best group, with 4 of the shots going in one hole, and then a couple of little flyers. A 1-inch group, but really sub 1 inch if you take off the flyer. That's been a bit of an eye-opener for me. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. I certainly have. So just to sum up, the Walther PPQ pistol, a bargain to be had if you can find one. No one else will have one in their gun collection. Really nice. Easy to put the CO2 in. Nice to shoot. Heavy trigger. Buy carefully when you're buying second hand. Don't just hand your money over to strangers without doing a little bit of common sense research. And try and shoot for free. I've sold the pistol case in the time that it's taken me to make this video, and the laser's on eBay at the minute, so I reckon I've got this pistol for about 50 quid, which is fantastic. Almost shooting for free. I'll definitely get my money back should I change my mind about it, which I doubt I will, because it's great fun to shoot. Okay, I'm going to do another video next time I buy a pistol, and hopefully you'll find that interesting and informative. Take care, many thanks, bye bye.